Hi everyone, I'm Delithar Draven, and one of the things that I'm a really big advocate for is self-awareness and self-growth, and so I tend to follow channels that are more geared in that direction, and this time I was actually just looking to relax when I stumbled upon a video from a channel that you guys may or may not have heard of called Vlogbrothers, and it's by John Green, and he talks about punctuality. And it's actually really struck a chord with me, and so I wanted to share a video with you guys about my thoughts on the matter, and it's basically a response video. One of the things that I really agreed with John about in his video was that being punctual was a way of showing respect to people, that it was a way of showing respect and value for their time. But then he goes in to continue and he reads a quote by E.B. White. "We teach our child many things I don't believe in, and almost nothing that I do believe in. We teach punctuality, particularly if the enforcement of it disturbs the peace. My father taught me by example that the greatest defeat in life was to miss a train. Only after many years did I learn an escaping train carries with it nothing vital to my health. Railroad trains are such magnificent objects, we commonly mistake them for destiny." And he then goes on to talk about how if I'm yelling at my family to get ready, am I really being respectful of other people's time, or am I being disruptive? I'm pretty sure we've all had an experience where we were going to meet up with someone, and maybe we were only a couple minutes late, but they acted like maybe it was kind of a "how dare you," and like it was just kind of a little bit of offense that we had on them. And maybe they listened to us and we explained why we were late and it was completely reasonable, but they still kind of had that reaction of "how dare you." I'll be the first to admit that I've been that person, because growing up, my family had this policy of on time was 5 minutes early, and this permeated into me being an adult. So now, if we're just a little off schedule, I start getting in a tizzy. I start getting frustrated at the littlest of things. I might start yelling at my partner, because in my head, I believe we're late. And I just devolve into a spiral where I just reach a point where I might go, you know what? I don't even want to go anymore. We're maybe 10 minutes late, and that's just the end of the world. I'm done. I've had enough. And honestly, it's a little ridiculous. And I really appreciated John taking a moment to reflect on his actions, because it gave me a moment to really think about my actions and how they were affecting me and the fact that they weren't positively impacting my life. I wanted to be able to enjoy my time, and this meant being willing to let go of this incessant need to be punctual. John even goes so far as to call it advice, and that maybe something that you hold noble doesn't necessarily make you nobler. What I really appreciate about Hank's video about advice for chronically late people in response to John's video was that it helped give perspective on the other side of the coin. I felt like his video was a way of going, hey, we know we're chronically late. We understand that we need to work on this. We are doing our best to improve because we do respect your time. He has multiple methods to help do his best to be on time. Setting multiple alarms, one 30 minutes prior to an event and one 2 minutes prior to an event, because he might get lost doing salt deposit research in the meantime and completely forget about the event without that additional reminder. And it just shows that he's putting in effort to do what he wants to do, which is to be on time. And he also gives some insight into what may cause some of his tardiness, like trying to get that last thing done before he goes, or the fact that in his mind, 11:49 and 11:50 are two completely different times. Or the fact that he did a complete mental shift, where he started to see getting there early as an opportunity for something interesting or useful rather than a waste of time. And this just is like, what? This blows my mind. I have no way of understanding some of these things that he's talking about in these mindset. But it creates this understanding where I'm suddenly like, wait a minute. These people that maybe I've gotten snippy at because they were late, what if they had a situation similar to this? It caused a moment for self-reflection and to really take a moment to also assess my own relationship with my partner, because she is a chronically late person, whereas I'm a very punctual person. And we have come to heads a couple times about this. Hank's video gave me a moment to really think and reflect onto what some of the challenges that my own partner may be struggling with when it comes to time, and then realizing that they are genuinely putting in as much effort, if not more effort than I am, to help correct their personal hicks. So I really appreciated having the Vlogbrothers share their individual perspectives on time and punctuality, and so I hope this helped cause you guys to think a moment on your own personal habits. If you guys would like to watch the videos, I do have links of them down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Please allow yourselves to be free to be.